is. It's been a true winter, lots of rain. We're happy. We're above average rainfall already, so, we're already thinking about the next growing season, and it looks good. So I think it's just nice to see the snow cap, in the Sierras. Just good, healthy start to the season. We should be getting close to bud break here we got a few weeks. It's been kind of cold too. We've had a lot of freezing temps at night. I have been at Chimney Rock in January. 17 years. Wow. 17 years of my life on this little piece of heaven. They have. I got married.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Very happy for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, when you're a winemaker, those things are very intermingled also. You live, eat, and breathe wine, right?
Yeah.
So my husband is a part of my work life as well. He pours at events with me during harvest. He and my dog are here at the winery helping me manage ferments, It all integrates. Well, Raven comes to work a lot. She's covered the Wine Dogs book, she's famous. More than me. Actually, a lot since the last time we saw each other. Chimney Rock is now Napa Green certified, both in the vineyards and the winery.
Congratulations.
So we've had a 2-decade investment and work on the greening of Chimney Rock, and it was something that the family was very committed to. So we got certified first in the vineyards, and then we did the winery. We're now 100% solar, which we went solar in 11. It's been a long time now. Just, sort of keeping up with the times, making sure that we're respectful of this beautiful land that we get to inhabit. So I think over the course of the years, as we've gotten to know these vineyards, and the vineyards here at Chimney Rock, we've got about 104 acres. It's been sort of a discovery for me over time what each corner of the property can produce in terms of cab. And there's some microclimates within the estate. So what we've done a little bit more of are more single vineyard cabs. And it's really been the vineyard telling us where to go more than us saying, oh, we want to do single vineyard cabs. We just noticed there were these beautiful differences between the north end and the south end of the estate, hillside. And so we've got a few single vineyards that you should try if you haven't tried. Ganymede Vineyard, we do Clone 7, Clone 4, Alpine is one of our hillsides. Let's see, and Tomahawk, of course, which you mentioned.
Yes,
so I sort of see us as specialists of Stag's Leap District Reds because that's all we do. We're not working with Oakville or Rutherford. That's really our focus. So it's sort of fun to have that, that ability to focus on cab. We've been pretty good, I think, in planning our vineyards. You dig your soil pits, you make sure you know your soil composition and what should go there. But not every vineyard performs the same right away. And, the Terlatos developed the second part of this property when they bought Chimney Rock, and Tomahawk, for example, produced amazing fruit right away. And so somehow we got the magical combination of soil, rootstock, clone, spacing, and it just worked. And then there were a couple of other blocks that we had to work a little harder, but it's not anything that you can't evolve past, right? You may have to work at the vineyard a little bit and fine-tune, maybe do a little bit more canopy management to get the vines in balance. But over time, usually you get there, unless you really did bad planning. Tomahawk was a big surprise for me because that's a vineyard that literally the first year that we got fruit, which was 3 years in, those were young vines. And I remember looking at Doug Fletcher at the time and saying, is this possible? Is this really that good?
Yeah.
But it just did. So you just never know. It's really hard to predict these things. They really are multi-generational family in the wine business. They've done it all. They import amazing brands like, Piper Heidsieck and Angelo Gaia's wines and Chapoutier, and then they own some wineries, and They're really, they put a precedence on quality that makes it very easy for a winemaker to stick around for 17 years. So
They let you do your thing.
yep, yep. Yeah, I don't actually think they're a massive company. I think of them as a smallish, and yes, they dabble in international, and we're making. We have now the Trelato Pinot Grigio out of Friuli. Have you tried that? You
No,
should try
not.
that sometime.
No.
It's fantastic. They've bought some property in Italy as well, but it very much feels like a family business to me. Their focus is luxury wine, and that's what they're really great at. So, and their plan is to be a multi-generational, company. Their kids being raised who are going to be are already actually involved in the business.
really?
Yeah, so all of Bill's kids are involved already. Johnny's kids are still a little younger, but that's the intention. A question you don't get asked a lot, and I always say that the term winemaker is a misnomer. It kind of takes a village to make wine.
Sure.
A small village sometimes, a smaller village, a larger village, depending on the winery. But I don't get asked about my team. Who are they? And I'm very proud of them. It is a team of 6 here at Chimney Rock. Myself, my assistant winemaker, Laura, Eddie, our cellar master, and 3 guys, Leo, Jorge, and Benjamin, and they're awesome. And people never ask about the other people behind the wine. They want to talk to the winemaker, but it really is a group effort. And I've been very lucky. This team has been with me for a long time, and I get asked a lot, like the Chimney Rock wines are so consistent, and part of it is being estate grown, of course, and growing your own grapes. But I think the people behind the wine, and we have Flavio, who's our eyes in the vineyard. They're key as well. So that's a question that it surprises me. And so I always talk about them. All of my guys live pretty locally, yeah. You know what? I don't like pretension.
Yeah.
And I'm all about making wine accessible and for people to love it for this, magical product that it is, and not allowing it to be intimidating. So I think the association of pretension sometimes with the wine business, and particularly Napa, occasionally you'll hear sort of dismissive. And a lot of production people, we're not that way, right? Winemakers are down to earth, and we love what we do, we support each other. So pretension drives me crazy. Like art and fashion, there's room to bullshit about wine.
Yes, there is.
So I like calling a spade a spade,
Good for you.